Hello, welcome to Aslan Speaks, episode 9 Thoughts Create. That's right, my friends. Thoughts create. Now, I want to start off with telling you a little bit about me in my early days in life. I would work, 30, 40 hours a week in my early 20s, and I barely made ends meet. I could barely put gas in my car. I could barely put food on my table. I was barely able to pay the rent. Every time I would go to the store, I'd have a 20 or 30 bucks, and $20 to me back then was a lot. I'm like, can I afford this? I can't. And I would always tell myself I can't afford this, so I'm not going to buy it. I got to take that 20 and use it for gas. And what I'm trying to get at, or what my point is that early programming made my life harder and difficult. Because I always was coming from the mindset of lack and limitation. I always thought I'll never get a good job and never be able to afford a house or a car or even a nice car. I always drove around a hoopty or a clunker. And even that clunker, I always, in my mindset, said I could barely afford to fix it. So it never got fixed. It always broke down all the time. And what I'm trying to teach it, as I started the path of self-mastery, I started realizing it was my own thoughts that were holding me back in life, my own self-programming. What do you self-program yourself? What programs do you put in your mind? What beliefs do you put in your mind that hold you back? Do you think about, hey, I could afford this, or no, I'm always broke? Do you think, oh, I'm living a miserable life, my life is miserable and I can't find love? That's a big one. A lot of people are always so sad and lonely because they can't find a special someone in their life. And I pose the idea, maybe it's your own thoughts that are repelling you finding a perfect partner for you. If you think, when you get home, you're like, I'm always lonely, nobody ever calls me, I'll never find the right girlfriend, or I'll think, every relationship I've ever been in always fails, then you're programming your self-conscious mind all those negative patterns. And in a way, it's manifesting it into your reality. Another thing, especially in relationships, is if you're always dwelling on a past relationship, you want to bring in a positive, loving relationship into your life, but at the same time, you're holding on to the person in your past. And then even at that, when you're holding on to that person in the past, you're thinking about all the negative times that person hurt you, or you think about how perfect that person is and that you'll never find someone as good as that person. Well, that basically stops you from finding someone in your life. Your thoughts create. So if you think that you'll never find somebody as good as the last partner, then you'll never find somebody as good as your last partner. Or if you're holding on to pain and hurt from the last partner, then you'll never find positive relationships or a positive person because you're always dwelling on that past pain and hurt. I'm not an expert, but your thoughts create. What you will into this reality is up to you. If you want to find a good, loving relationship, first, if you're thinking about a past relationship, you got to let that person go. You got to let go of the resentment. You got to let go of the hurt. You got to let go of all that pain. You got to let it go. And then you give it up to God or give it up to the universe. And then you got to change your thinking and think, I will attract a positive, loving being or person into my life. And then you got to change and act like you're going to have that person in your life. So like, let's say your house, for example. Maybe your house is a mess. And then that shows internally what you are. If your house is a mess, then maybe inside consciously you're a mess. And subconsciously, if your house is a mess, then you're not ready to have that special person over at your home. Your home has to be ready for that special person to come. So on a drop of a hat, that a certain person calls you up, instead of you going, oh, you can't come over because my house is a mess, or you make up some type of excuse. No. Hey, you can come over. My house is clean. Your consciousness is clean. You manifest or mirror what your internal part outside of yourself. So what that means is everybody's you pushed out. everyone's a mirror reflection of you. You attract in your life everything that you are vibrating at, or what's internally is you attract. So if you're always hanging around or right, this is a freestyle video, so I'm just going off the top of my head. But let's say you're always around negative people who encourage you to do negative things, and they always bring you down, or they don't fulfill your happiness, but you're just stuck in this routine over and over. Well, that's you attracted that into your life by your thoughts or your internal subconscious feelings or your emotions. If you're sad and depressed and lonely, you're going to attract sad and lonely, depressing people into your life. That's how powerful your thoughts create, especially in a romantic relationship or a love. If you're in a relationship and you're always constantly thinking, oh, I don't trust this person, or this person's being shady, she's probably cheating on me, or he's cheating on me, then most likely you're manifesting that into your reality. You are your own worst enemy. Your thoughts are your enemy. So what are you putting in your thoughts? Are you thinking about your partner in a positive, loving way? Or are you thinking about your partner or significant other in a negative way? If you think, oh, there's a possibility she doesn't love me, or she's going to leave me, or he's going to leave me, or doesn't love me, then you're programming that into your self-conscious mind or subconscious mind, and that's what's going to generate into your reality. If you're always thinking about lack and limitation, that's what's going to generate into your reality. My friends, you got to change your thinking. Change your thinking. It will do wonders for your world. Stop putting limiting beliefs or ideas into your mind. If you always think, every time I try to work hard, I fail, well then guess what? You're going to fail. And trust me, it's hard to reprogram your mind. It took me years to get to a positive state where I'm always putting positivity in my mind, and I reject any form of negativity into my mind. And sometimes I fail, sometimes I fail. But for the most part, my life has changed overnight because I changed the way I thought or think. I changed the way I feel. So if you're struggling in your life, it may be because you have a lack of something. So maybe a lack of a romantic partner, lack of wealth, lack of ambition. There's so many things that somebody dwells on. But if you're struggling, it's time for you to change your mind. Your thoughts create. Example of this is when I go to the gym. Sometimes I go to the gym and I'm like, I'm tired, I'm not strong enough. And guess what? How my workout turns out. It's a really not awesome workout. I'm lazy. I don't really push myself. And I manifest the thought of being tired and not strong enough, and it gives me a less than par workout. But when I change my thinking and say, I have plenty of energy and I am strong enough, I have a great and amazing workouts. So it's up to you. Change your thinking. I know I'm all over the place with this video, but I'm trying to help you. If you're watching this video, it's for a reason. The universe brought this video, or me, into your life through the YouTube or the YouTube channel to speak to you, so that you can learn to speak to your subconscious mind or your conscious mind, to teach you and train you how to change your life. Do you want to change your life? Let me repeat that. Do you want to change your life? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be loved? Yeah, those are some amazing questions. Ask yourself those questions. Do you want to be the best version of you as possible? Well, it all starts with you. Change the way you think, because your thoughts create. If you're sitting there and saying, I'm lonely and sad and I feel depressed, well, guess what? That's what's going to happen. You're going to be sad, lonely, and depressed. But if you change your thinking and say, hey, I'm happy. I'm not lonely. I attract love and abundance into my life. Then you're going to attract that. But it takes a while for you to rewrite all the negative thoughts and programs into your mind. It takes time to rewrite all the negative emotions that you place there. Some people have years upon years upon years of negativity and self-doubt programmed into their subconscious mind. You could try all you want to manifest positive goodness into your life, but if you haven't cleared out the garbage inside your mind and consciousness, then it's not going to work because the two cancel each other out. So you got to do inner healing and inner work on yourself. You got to get to the point where there is no self-doubt. You got to get to the point in your mind where there's no limitations for you. You got to have such strong faith in yourself and in God that anything, sky's the limit, can happen for you in your life. You get to the point in your life where you're like, you know what? I'm awesome. Everything falls into place for me. I'm wealthy. I'm strong. I'm prosperous, mentally, physically. I'm loving. I attract love. I'm a magnet to success. You know, them are some of the things that I planted in my mind. And when I changed my thinking, I changed my world. For years, I struggled. For years. I was sad. I was depressed. Didn't have good romantic partners in my life. I struggled to pay my rent. Struggled to put food on the table. And once I started learning about self-mastery and enlightenment and started working on reprogramming myself, my life changed. Guys, my life changed. I have a nice house. I have multiple cars. I have plenty of money. I don't wake up tomorrow thinking, hey, I can't afford this anymore. Or I can't have that. Pretty much whenever I want, I can have. Because I changed my thinking. And then not only did I change my thinking, I took actions to make that reality. You know, so if you're sitting on your couch and you're like, oh, my life's miserable, I'm lonely, I can't do this, or bad things always seem to happen to me, nobody loves me. Well, it's time for you to get up off your couch and change your thinking. Start doing things that benefit yourself. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop dwelling on negativity. Negativity holds you back, guys. So I want to repeat this. You are your worst enemy. You are your worst enemy. Your thoughts can be your enemy, or they could be your friend. You know, prayer is a good thing. So pray to God. If you believe in God, pray to God. But most of all, have faith in yourself that you can do it and start building that faith. You know, maybe you self-doubt yourself all the time. But have faith in yourself that you can overcome and adapt. Add positive affirmations into your life. Say positive affirmations. Sit down at your desk and write 10 positive affirmations. So if you want more successful in your life, say, I am successful. I attract success in my life. If you want to attract love in your life, say, first you got to learn to love yourself. But once you learn to love yourself, you say, hey, I attract loving people into my life. My friends, your thoughts create. I want to stress that because they really do. Sit there and dwell. Think about all the times you think about negative things in your life. Think about when you dwell on those past memories of hurt and lack or of past relationships. What happens? It puts you in a negative state of mind, and then you're sad and depressed all day. But replace those thoughts and start thinking about when were you happy? When were you successful? I bet all those times is when you were in a positive state of mind. Your thoughts create, my friends. So change your thinking. Change your thinking. If you change your thinking, I guarantee you that you'll change your life. We're all vibrational beings. We're all made of energy and we vibrate at certain frequencies. But if you vibrate at lower frequencies, that's what you attract. You attract lower frequencies, maybe lower vibrational people, negative situations, lack, limitation. My friends, you have the world at your fingertips. You literally do. You literally have the world at your fingertips if you change the way you think. If you think you're not going to get a nice car and you always drive that clunker, well, guess what? That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to always drive that clunker. If you think you're going to always attract negative, bad relationships, or you're always lonely, that's what you attract. I don't know exactly how to get through to you guys. I'm letting Spirit or God speak to me or through me to you today on this video. And that thought creates is what God wanted me to talk to you about today. You guys, wake up. Stop holding yourself back. So many people, I come across so many people who are struggling or sad or depressed, and they're even more sad because the things in their dreams and desires never get fulfilled. Their dreams and desires never get fulfilled, and they're more sad and depressed because of it. But what they don't realize is it's their own thinking, their own thoughts that are what are holding them back. Their own negative thoughts and negative beliefs are like chains that hold you back from your success and your fulfilling your desire and your dreams, from attracting that perfect person, from attracting love, from attracting that perfect car or that house that you want. Your own thoughts. Also your own addictions. So many people I see or I meet and they ask me, how do I overcome drinking? How do I overcome this particular drug? Or I always seem to be good, but then I fall back into doing this or doing that. Well, it's your own thoughts. If you keep craving that alcohol or that drink every day and you spend 8 hours a day drinking and not 8 hours of being successful, what are you attracting into your life? Yes, lacking limitation, because for the 8 hours in your day, let's say you drink every week, every day, that's 40 hours or more that you do nothing but drink. So if you change your thought and say, hey, I choose to make my time, use my time wisely and productive instead of drinking, and use that time to manifest happiness and joy in your life, there you go. So, my friends, you create what you think. So change your thinking. Wake up in the next morning and say, today I'm going to live life differently. Today I'm going to be my best version. Today I'm not going to drink or do drugs. Today I'm going to be a loving person. Today I live in love. I radiate love from within myself, outward. By doing that, you attract it to you. So it's up to you. What do you want to be? You can't fix everybody. And I learned this many times where there's so many people who come to me and ask me for advice, but yet they're not ready. So I don't say or tell them the advice. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you. Nobody can change you, but you can change yourself. Do you want to change yourself? Do you want to change yourself? Sky's the limit, my friends, if you learn to master your mind and your thoughts. Reject all those negative beliefs inside you and replace them with positivity. I am loving, I'm caring, I am loved, I am prosperous. I am strengthened with the will of God within me. The mighty I am, or the mighty God, protects me and watches over me at all times. These are some of the things that I think in my mind every day. What do you think in your mind? Seriously, sit down and ask yourself, what do you think? I don't allow negativity to enter my mind. I don't allow lack and limitation to enter my mind. I don't get lonely or depressed because I don't allow that into my mind. My thoughts create, and I realize that. So I work on my inner self, my inner consciousness, and whatever's inside me reflects in my outer self, and I attract awesomeness in my life. I have an amazing life, my friends, because I chose to change the way I thought. Not only that, you can choose This is a very important thing. You could choose how to react in situations in your life as well. Let me repeat that. You can choose to react to certain situations in your life as well. So what I mean by that is so many people sometimes bring all this negativity into their life, or the sadness or depression into their life, because how they chose to react to that situation. Me, when a certain negative or a certain not so good thing happens to me in my life, I wait and I choose how I react wisely. Do I allow that whatever that situation in my life that's negative affect me or make me feel sad and depressed? Do I lash out at it? No, I choose not to. I brush it off my shoulder, my friends, like this. I brush it off. I move on. I don't allow that negativity or anything, to get to me. And it's easier said than done, but my friends, you can choose how you react to situations. Especially like in a relationship, for example, maybe parents or a romantic relationship or a sibling. That person in your life that means something to you could do something really stupid that could irritate you. But by you reacting in a worse way, you could drive them away from you out of your life, and then you're sad and depressed. But you could just choose how to react. You could choose, hey, they may have messed up, but I still love them, and I'm going to be loving and caring no matter what. And by doing that, guess what? You don't push them away. So choose how you react to situations. Be still. They always say count to 3. Well, there's some meaning to that. Before you react, count to 3. Or sometimes don't react right away. Wait till the morning. Sleep on it. I've done some stupid stuff in my life, guys. Yes, I have. That's because I reacted out of emotion or anger or just being dumb. But as I became self-aware and awake and consciously, I realized, hey, change how I think about things and change how I react to situations. And once I did that, things started falling into place. So choose wisely. My friends, your thoughts create. So do you, but at the same time, work and strive to become the best version of yourself. Get rid of all the negative thoughts or programming in your mind. Get rid of it. If you abuse substances, those words are substances. If you abuse substances such as alcohol and drugs, and if they hold you back in life, reprogram your mind that you don't need those no more. It might be hard at first, but reprogram your mind, reprogram your thoughts. Replace it with positivity. If you're always looking for that next drink or the alcoholic beverage, replace it with water, or replace it with going to the gym. Replace it by doing some type of activity that makes you happy. Instead of going out to bars, go to your local church. Change the people you're around. Your thoughts create, my friends. With that, God bless. Amen. And if you like this video, like and subscribe.